What's going on, people? Mike C-Town here with an episode of Records and Ramblings. I don't have any rambling today, so I'm just going to jump straight into the records, if that's okay with you. The first record I'm going to show today, this is the self-titled album from the Beatnigs. I don't really understand why more people don't talk about this record, considering how people freak out over stuff like death grips and clipping and JPEG Mafia and any other kind of noise rap or industrial hip-hop. But yeah, if you've never heard of the Beatnigs, that is a shame. Sorry about that glare, guys. They were a group that were kind of like creating this weird amalgamation of hip-hop and industrial and hardcore punk. And yeah, and this was in 1988, so way before any of that stuff was cool. Records on Black won't bother showing you that, but I will show you the book here. I mean, this is straight out of like DIY punk hardcore, you know? Hip-hop groups didn't really put together weird like books like this, but they weren't strictly a hip-hop group. Like I said, you know, this stuff is noisy, it's weird, it's abrasive. It seriously does remind me a lot of stuff like Blackie and Death Grips. And I genuinely feel like if this record came out today, like people would just eat it the fuck up. So again, I'm really not sure why more people don't talk about this record. This was released on Alternative Tentacles, which of course you guys know for Dead Kennedys. So I don't know, man. It's socially conscious. It's political. It's a very smart record. It's extremely underrated, and you can still get this for very, very cheap. So you should definitely do that. I definitely think that they kind of were the purveyors of that sound. I know a lot of people look to Dialect, and Dialect is as well, but people ignoring the Beatnigs, yeah, you need to have one of them kind of slaps. Like, you know how they do in the old movies? They slap them like this. Anyways, the next record I'm going to show you, this is Bloodlet's Entheogen, and this is a special record. This was actually a gift from the lovely Pat from Ground Zero Salem. If you're not already subscribed to him, make sure you are. I'll be sure to put a link down there in the description section. He's like a fucking encyclopedia of punk and hardcore. Like, it's almost intimidating. Actually, it's not even almost. It's straight up intimidating. But yeah, this was a classic Victory Records band. They were one of those bands that was really blurring the line between hardcore and metal way back when. When did this come out? 94? 94. Wait, right? 93. Sorry. But yeah, this was way before the term metalcore was actually a thing. But their riffs are kind of stoner doomish, I guess. And I hate stoner doom, so I don't know. Either way, this record is just so fucking good. I saw Bloodlet many, many, many times back in the day, and they were always just fantastic. It's a nice little note that Pat included in the record. I like to keep those with the records themselves, just because I'm a fucking nostalgic weirdo. Records on Black won't bother showing you that. But yeah, like I said before, classic Victory Record stuff, back when Victory Records was kind of running like heavy hardcore, you know? Bloodlet, Earth Crisis, Snapcase, Strife, like all those bands. Yeah, they were just killing it. But yeah, I absolutely love this album. I mean, it's easily one of my favorite hardcore albums of all time. Even if you didn't like the music, just sit down and read the lyrics. The lyrics are just fantastic. I did like a mini review of this album on my channel before, so you can go check that out. And in that video, I definitely talked about some of the lyrics, but like the song Annulment, where he's talking about, I think he's talking about killing a woman and dressing in her skin, so they'll never have to be apart again. Normal shit, right? But yeah, I don't remember what song it is, but when he says, if it could be channeled into violence, I'd eat your existence. I've not the taste for the flesh of the innocent, but sure as Father has made my mouth water. God, so fucking good. Next record I'm going to show you, this is the self-titled album from Capel Beulah. I assume I'm pronouncing correctly. I'm probably not, because I never pronounce anything correctly. But yeah, this is a fantastic UK black metal band. I'm not sure why I'm just now showing this. I've had this forever, but it is out on the almighty Death Cult Productions. I don't remember what this was limited to. I want to say it was 200 copies, but it's long gone now. But yeah, this is amazing stuff. Very twisted and nasty sounding black metal. I don't think it necessarily sounds like these guys, but if you're a fan of stuff like Revenant Marquise, I definitely think you'll love this band. Comes with the nice Death Cult Productions poster here. I love how they did this. There's like these separate kind of glossy paper inserts with all of the band members. I don't know. That's really cool to me. And you also have this insert here. Records on Black won't bother showing you that. But yeah, this is some of the best stuff that's come out this year, hands down. It sounds like it was recorded underwater in like the murkiest, dankest cave you could ever be in. And I say all that in a good way, because it's absolutely fantastic. It's not muddy to the point of the riffs being indiscernible, but yeah, it's definitely some nasty shit. The riffs aren't melodic necessarily, but they do have a nice melody to them at times, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't. It makes sense to me, and that's all that matters. But yeah, this is fucking great stuff. If you can't get the record, I know it was released on cassette as well, even though I hate cassettes. Some of you nerds love cassettes. So you might be able to still get that. But at the very, very, very least, go listen to it on Bandcamp, because it's definitely worth your time. And man, this is just one of the fucking coolest covers ever, right? I love that. Next record I'm going to show you, this is, I meant to look up how to pronounce this band's name before I did the video, but I just plain forgot. But the album is called Night in Love. The band, I've been saying Këkht. I'm sure that's probably not correct, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. But yeah, this came out the end of last year, and this was released on Livor Mortis earlier this year. And it's a black metal band from the Ukraine. Great, great stuff. Kind of showed up out of nowhere, it seemed like, and just shocked the fuck out of everyone. But it definitely has that kind of mid-90s, late 90s black metal feel. Think old Dark Throne. Think Gorgoroth at sometimes. Records on Black won't bother showing you that, but it definitely comes with this really nice book here. That I was actually surprised by, because, you know, Livor Mortis is usually pretty bare bones with their releases. The vinyl is always nice and thick and great sounding, but they don't usually include a lot of supplemental materials. But this book is actually really, really nice. But yeah, this is great black metal, but it has these kind of weird ambient passages that lend a lot to the atmosphere of the album, in my opinion. Instead of breaking up the tracks in an awkward way, as some bands do when they try to incorporate ambient pieces, here, it kind of feels like they're just naturally supposed to be there, like they're just part of the listening experience. But yeah, I just absolutely love this album. It's one of my favorite albums that came out last year. I don't know how many of these were pressed, but I'm pretty sure there's a repress up right now on Livor Mortis. So if you want it, you should definitely go grab it, because this is seriously some fantastic stuff. It's almost magical. It's that kind of good. And like I said about the Capo Buella, this one also has such a fantastic cover. I absolutely love that. All right, and the last two records I'm going to show are by the same group, and it's Sangre de Meridago, which y'all already know I am a gringo. I can't do Spanish for shit. Actually, I don't even think this is Spanish. This might be Portuguese. But either way, only language I speak semi-well is English, and I'm not even fucking great with that. But man, are we really gonna do this? The album is called Os Segredos de Raposa Vermella. Man, that's bad. That's fucking bad. But anyways, yeah, this is the guy from Cold World is in this project. If you remember Cold World, if you listen to Cold World, I fucking love Cold World. But this is a folk band, a very traditional sounding folk band. Which, by the way, did anyone know that Cold World released an album this year? Like, it came out in September. I listened to a bit of it, and it's fucking awesome. My ears are clearly not to the streets, and those of you whose ears are to the streets, you're doing a shit job of spreading the word, man, but that shit's fucking great. Anyways, yeah, so this is all instrumental folk music, acoustic guitars, viola, dulcimer. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's definitely gives you the feeling of like riding through the Spanish countryside on a horse or some shit, right? Records on black, won't bother showing you that. Here is the insert here. But yeah, this is on Europa Records. I don't know what it's limited to, but I'm sure you can still get it because I don't see a lot of people talking about these guys. And actually, they released an album this year as well, very recently, and it's awesome too. It's absolutely beautiful. So make sure you check that out. We got one more record. Hold the fuck on. Hold your motherfucking horses, bruh. This is the last record. This is Noile, I don't know, by Sangre de Muerdago. Fuck. You know what I'm saying, alright? Read it down there. It's in the fucking description section, alright? Just fucking read it. Read it to yourself. You can mispronounce it or pronounce it correctly in your own brain. Whatever you want to do. Either way, this shit is great. This one's more stripped back folk music, mostly just really somber acoustic guitars, some viola and flutes, not a whole lot, but this one actually has vocals. And I'm not sure who does the main vocals here, but his voice is beautiful. Beautiful. Like, it just adds so much depth to the music. But yeah, here's the front cover. Here is the back cover. And here is the inside. That is a beautiful painting that just goes so perfectly with the music. Records on black, won't bother showing you that. This one has a really cool insert here, like folded like 3/4 way, whatever you want to call that. It's got lyrics, but they're all in Spanish or Portuguese, one of the two. So I don't know what it says, but yeah, it's really, really, really cool stuff. All right, so that's gonna do it for this edition of Records and Ramblings. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I don't have any cool little quips or anything to say at the end. Just fuck it, whatever. As usual. Thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you, and I'll see you guys next time. All right? Peace out, boy.